All right, today I'm looking at my son's Pokemon card collection. He's been collecting them since he was little. We used to, when he played basketball and I coached his games, we would have a currency. However many points he scored were how many packs he would get. And I guess he did well since we have an album full of packs. I've got some good ones that we pulled out. We want to send them off for grading. Those are the probably more valuable ones. I'll show you those at the end. But for now, let's just go through the album. I know people like looking at these cards, so this is more about checking them out. Not so much for value. However, if you see anything really impressive in here, throw it in the comments so that we know. So obviously you got all these big cards here that came from the boxed set, Greninja. And I think he's organized them all by character. So you got to start with Pikachu and Raichu, some good looking ones. Now, I'm not, while I played Pokemon Go, so I'm very familiar with all the characters. In fact, I was pretty obsessed. I got up to level 48. I don't know a lot about the different cards. I know there's holograms and different so-ons. So I just enjoy the ones that have kind of cool looking art, like this one here with the Japanese words coming out of Venusaur. That one's kind of shiny. We've got Blastoise over here. Good looking cards. Let's check out Articuno while my cuckoo clock goes off in the background, and Zapdos. I don't see Moltres, so maybe that's somewhere else or he didn't get one. Moltres was my favorite bird. That was my character in Pokemon Go that I used. That's a cool looking Mewtwo. I really like those. Mew as well. The Gyarados, I like those. And you got to have the Magikarps, of course. Alakazam, that one's kind of neat with his spoons, very shiny. I like that. Lucario, he was one of my favorite in the game. I had the shiny Lucario, that was the yellow one. Pretty rare, he did really well in battles. I remember battling well with my Lucario. Got some Gardevoir here. Oh, here we go. Now we got the different Eevee evolutions here. So Flareon, Sylveon, Leafeon. That one's kind of neat. I like that one. The Sylveon EX. Execute. Oh, I like the ones that are in all Japanese. I don't know. I can't really read them, but for some reason they seem cooler in Japanese. Drampa. I'm probably mispronouncing some of them, so please don't comment on all of my mispronunciations. I fully acknowledge that I do not understand all of the different pronunciations. Absol, Latias. Then you have the different trainer cards. Some interesting looking ones. I don't know who is more valuable in some of these trainers. These are kind of neat here. I like those. Oh, I really like the art on these. Gumshoes. The Entei. Oh, I like that one too. Gratina. I don't think I've really checked out his whole collection. It looks like he's got some on the other side, so let me shift that over there so we can see them all. Some more of the different Japanese cards. I remember opening up some of the sets with him with the Japanese ones. Kyurem. More Japanese. Let's see. Hoopa. Tauros. I also did a lot of traveling in my day, so it was nice with Pokemon Go because I could go to different countries and get the various country ones. When it first came out, I got the chance to go to Australia, so it was really neat to get the kangaroo one while I was in Australia. That's a really neat Rayquaza. I like that one for the collection there. The Unknowns. Genesect. Kind of neat. Oh yeah, Darkrai. I also like these shiny ones here that have the different colors. I will say they do a really good job, because while I'm into baseball cards, I will say what Pokemon does well is they have really shiny cards or bright cards or interesting artwork. So I think that's why it kind of feels like Pokemon cards are more valuable and sought after than baseball cards are these days. when I go to shows, it's about 50-50 of the dealers that are Pokemon dealers and baseball card dealers. Usually the older folk like myself go to the baseball card dealers looking for the vintage stuff. That one's neat. And I see a lot of the younger folk checking out the Pokemon cards. Either way, card collecting is just fun, right? So it's a lot of fun collecting your sets and trading with others and talking to people about the hobby. These are neat looking. I'm going to speed it up a little bit to make sure that we can get through all of these. Because again, he's got about 15 really good ones that apparently are worth a good amount of money. So I'm going to show those when I finish with the album here. These are all different, I think they're called holographics. So I like the different colors, bright colors, the shiny metal. I'm really glad that baseball got into these and started doing the refractors, because they're just fun to look at. Let's see, keep it going. See if anybody's posted any comments yet about anything interesting that you saw that we should call out, anything rare that is worth considering grading. He's the one who got me into grading when he told me about his cards, and we looked into grading, and then he went off to college, and I got excited with grading and sent in $1,000 worth of cards for grading, and have been doing it ever since. Got back into the hobby, like that one. And so that's why I thought I'd share with you all his collection. Obviously, he's got boxes and boxes of the base cards. These are just the albums of the ones that he held on to. Almost done, and then I'll show you the ones he's sending off for grading. Oh, there's Entei, yeah. Some good ones here, another Entei. Oh, look at that. These are like painted over. I don't even know what this is. I don't know if those are legitimate cards or what, but they're kind of scratched out or painted over. So that's his collection. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me show you now the ones that he wants to send off for grading here. First one up is this Charizard, the Japanese one. It's very interesting there. I'll just throw that here. He's got this Mew. Everybody likes Mew and Mewtwo for some reason. Actually, everybody loves Rayquaza. Who doesn't like a good Rayquaza? That's kind of a good looking card there as well. This is like sort of a puzzle piece, I guess. Palkia and Dialga. It looks like half of a puzzle piece. Feraligatr. Looks like it's kind of bent in the middle, but it must be pretty rare if he's stuck it here. This, I think, is his favorite one that we pulled. It was a Rayquaza from the Japanese set. I remember how excited he was. I remember buying this one on eBay for him when he was really little. You can kind of see the Reshiram there if you tilt it, I guess, the right way. So hopefully you can see that, but it's kind of neat. It's this gold sort of embossed item there. Venusaur looks a lot like that Rayquaza. We'll put Venusaur there. Here's another Blastoise. So we'll put that one here. Another Charizard. That one also seems to be sort of a fan favorite. Charizard and Rayquaza, I think, are the ones that I hear most people seem to like. Here's Pikachu EX. He looks kind of angry in that picture, so not sure what's going on there. A Kyogre EX. Nice and shiny. Here's a Charizard. I think this might be one of the earlier ones or a reprint. I know the first Charizard is highly sought after. Here's a Sylveon EX. Gardevoir. And again, he wants to send these off for grading. So I know he's valued these at a website there, but definitely comment if some of these are not worth or if they're really worth grading. Here's the Mew. And then the last one is this Charizard here, Japanese one. So that's what we got. Hopefully enjoyed watching it. I really want to check out your comments. Let me know what you think, and feel free to subscribe. Thanks a lot.